A very good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to the 14th edition of Design and Engineering Summit, the 2022 edition. My name is Justin Jacob, and I'll be your host. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you are ready and excited. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Let's begin. First up, I'd like to invite Krishnan Ramanujam, Chairman Nasscom, to kickstart the conference by setting the context and giving us the Nasscom perspective on ER&D. Krishnan is also the president and head of business and technology services at Tata Consultancy Services. With decades of global consulting experience, he's an expert in the execution of complex global transformational initiatives for Fortune 500 and Fortune 1000 companies. It's great to have you with us this morning, Krishnan. Without further ado, over to you.
Thank you, Justin. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 14th edition of the Nasscom Design and Engineering Summit. This is our first hybrid format summit after 2 years of the virtual format, and I hope all of you who are attending in person will use the opportunity to build new connections and reconnect with old friends. The theme of the summit, what we are calling as designing a sustainable and connected future, is very relevant both for the current circumstances and the opportunity ahead of us. We are living in a hyper-connected world where disruptive innovation is the norm, and focus on building products that are sustainable is a key priority for all organizations. For the industry in India, this offers a unique opportunity to lead with our focus on sustainability and help our clients build products and solutions that are sustainable and address the sustainability goals of their end customers in turn. We are celebrating India's 75th year of independence, and our Prime Minister, in his address on this occasion, called on making this India's techade. Techade being the decade where technology will redefine India across multiple parameters: inclusion, innovation, and impact. Nasscom is absolutely committed to work with all of our members, as well as different stakeholders, to help realize this vision. The technology industry is undoubtedly the biggest impact creator for the country across exports, impact on GDP, employment, foreign direct investment, startup innovation, and increasingly, we are focused on building products and platforms and collaboration with clients on product and engineering innovations. The ER&D sector in India has been around for over 2 decades, and it's amazing to see how the sector has evolved and grown over this period. At $36 billion of revenues in FY22, this sector is already over 16% of the total industry. If you look a decade back, this sector revenues were less than 10 billion. So we have grown about 3.6 times in about 10 years, which is nothing short of amazing. So what's driving this growth, and how has India, which was originally perceived to be the IT BPO outsourcing hub for the most part, emerged as a key player for engineering and product innovation? I will list out 3 major factors. The first one is the increased softwareization and cloudification. The second is the recognition of India's capability in product engineering. And the third is the launch of ambitious programs by the government. I'll take a few seconds to touch upon each one of these aspects, starting with the increased softwareization and cloudification. That phenomenon has expanded the play for digital engineering. A report Nasscom published last year estimated the outsourced digital engineering market to cross $400 billion over the next 5 years or so. Clearly, the addressable market is very large, and we have only touched a very small portion of this opportunity. Secondly, recognition of India's capability in product engineering. This is demonstrated by the fact that over 70% of the 50 most innovative global companies have a center in India. Over 700 global captive centers, GCCs, that are focused on ER&D and product engineering have a presence in India. 12 of the top 50 engineering service providers are headquartered in India, and a growing pool of startups that are building the emerging technology segments. Thirdly and lastly, the launch of ambitious programs by the government, like the Semiconductor Mission, the PLI scheme to expand the manufacturing in India and electronics, the focus on electric vehicles and renewables, 5G rollout, support to deep tech startups, and so on and so forth. As a global destination, India will offer the opportunity to design, manufacture, and build for the world. India is also the hub for digital talent, and Nasscom has a number of programs that are enabling upskilling with universities, and for professionals that are already working in the sector. I'm delighted with the partnership that the Nasscom ER&D Council has taken with Future Skills to build the foundational skills in ER&D. All of us at the Nasscom Executive Council are absolutely committed, and we have outlined 3 key priorities for the industry as we shape this decade. Firstly, collectively shape the narrative and showcase the diversity of work that is being done by all of you and position India as a preferred hub for the digital talent, innovation, and impact at scale. Second, build the value enablers for the industry, namely talent, policy, infrastructure like expanding to next level cities and help industry accelerate growth. Lastly, shape the next frontier and catalyze future readiness, acceleration of adoption, and innovation in emerging technologies, expanding focus on sustainability, trust, and inclusion. In closing, I would like to thank Nasscom ER&D Council at large, and specifically Karthik, who are spearheading the growth of ER&D sector and his leadership to the ER&D Council, and for building this platform for innovation and celebration. We have a very interesting lineup today, and I hope all of you will find the sessions invigorating, informative, and productive. Enjoy the summit. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you, Krishnan, for setting the context for the summit and for sharing with us the Nasscom perspective.